In 1986, Romanian workers hunting for a power plant site broke into a hole sealed for 5.5 million years. Inside was air no human had ever breathed, and animals that had never, in their entire evolutionary history, seen the sun. The site was near Mangalia, on Romania's Black Sea coast, flat farmland with nothing above ground, hinting at what lay below. Geologist Cristian Lascu went down first, dropping through a narrow shaft roughly 18 meters deep into a darkness nobody had disturbed. But the shaft was only the beginning. What he found at the bottom rewrote the textbooks on how life can work. The cave stretches roughly 240 meters of cramped limestone passages, ending in a flooded lower level and a lake. Above it sits a thick lid of clay that water cannot pass through, which is exactly why nothing got in. For 5.5 million years, no rain, no sunlight, and no surface animal reached the chambers below. And yet the place was absolutely crawling with living things, and that was the part nobody could explain at first. Every ecosystem your biology teacher drew starts with sunlight. Plants capture it, animals eat plants. Movile has no sunlight at all. Instead, the food chain begins with bacteria that eat chemicals, hydrogen sulfide, methane, and ammonia rising from the water below. This is chemosynthesis, energy pulled from poison instead of light, and Movile was the first cave ecosystem found running on it. And here is what that looks like in person. The lake surface is covered in a floating film of microbes. That mat is bacteria and fungal threads, thin as wet tissue paper, kept afloat by tiny trapped bubbles of gas. Everything else in the cave, directly or indirectly, is eating that scum. It is the pasture of an underground world. The air itself is hostile. Oxygen runs near 10% in the deepest pockets, against 21% up top. Carbon dioxide sits around 100 times surface levels. Hydrogen sulfide saturates the water below. Hydrogen sulfide smells like rotten eggs, and at high enough concentration it deadens your sense of smell, then kills you. So, who is allowed down there? Almost nobody. Fewer than 100 people are thought to have ever gone inside. Only a handful of researchers descend each year in tiny groups, because a single trip can shift the cave's balance. And to reach the strangest part, a scientist must dive, swim under a rock wall, and surface inside a sealed air pocket. These are the air bells. Gas trapped there has been cut off from our atmosphere since before humans existed. More than 50 animal species live inside this system, and 37 of them are found nowhere else on the planet. Leeches, spiders, woodlice, snails, and a water scorpion live here, most of them eyeless, most of them drained of color. Velkartangrid, the water scorpion here, is the only cave-adapted water scorpion known anywhere in the world. It has no eyes. The cave leech lost its eyes and its pigment entirely, hunting by sensing movement in water it has never seen. In 2020, scientists named its top predator King of the Cave, a centipede about 5 centimeters long. It grew larger than its surface cousins, with longer legs, ruling a food web that runs entirely on poison. Which is why astrobiologists study Movile. If life survives, sealed underground here. It could be doing the same on Mars. What else could be sealed under our feet right now? Tell me in the comments. The world is full of secrets. Go find one.